Hello everyone, it's Michelle. Welcome to my channel. It's June and the Beauty Over 40 collab group is honoring Black Lives Matter. So let's get into that. This is Andrea. Isn't she beautiful? I love that top, girl. This is Lori. Don't you look pretty? I like your turban. Black power. This is our director, Lavinia. She coordinates all our looks. And this is myself, Michelle, aka Aged Graceful. Welcome to my channel. Enjoy the video. Please visit the other ladies' channels. Their links will be in my description box below. So let's do something with my hair. I decided to go back in time and do some Afro puffs. You know you rock rough and tough with your Afro puffs, so let's get into this. I've selected a Biba brand Marley hair in a 1B and 27 combination. And you can get Marley hair at your local beauty supply store. It runs in between maybe $4 and $6 a package. And I'm only going to use one package. My hair is on the thinner side, so I don't want to make them too big by using a pack on each side of my head. So you're going to separate the Marley hair as you've seen that I did, and then you get your rubber bands. And I'm going to select the larger rubber band, and I'm going to make a hook with the rubber band. And then I'm going to hang that on my bathroom door handle, so I'll be ready to grab it when it's time to attach it to my hair. So here's some Echo Styler gel. You can use any type of gel that you like, but I use Echo, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this around my edges and brush it all up into a pony. This is a very simple hairstyle. Sometimes I'll use the Marley hair and make one bun at the top of my head, and that's really cute too. On this side of my hair, I'll demonstrate when you twist it loosely, and you get a different look than when you twist a little bit tighter. You'll see in a few seconds, or a few minutes I should say, how each side looks. And you see how I took the hook of that rubber band that I made, and it was just a slip knot type of hook, and attached it to my own hair. Now I'm going to twist this to the end. How the camera is positioned is kind of hard to see. And then you just simply wrap it around your own ponytail or bun. And then you pin it with hairpins to secure it. And I'm just adjusting it as I go and trying to mold it in shape. And then I'll use a little bit of Echo on my edges. It was so hot that day that I had to go back and use some Got to Be glue gel because the Echo did not stay down. I'm a natural girl. I don't have a perm, so it kind of curled back up on me a little bit. My edges did, so I had to put the Got to Be glue gel, and then that lasted for the day. And you'll be seeing here shortly how I twisted this other side a little bit tighter, and you can see the twist pattern more pronouncedly, or profoundly, I should say. You can either twist it or you can braid it. It's up to you. You can kind of get an idea which one you would prefer, to wear it a little tighter or a little bit looser. It's really hot in the Detroit area. We haven't had a lot of rain. I don't have time for any lace fronts, and we can't get our hair done, so I said, well, this might be a little cute to do. Something different. And I'm going to pin that side down later. I have a little bobby pin here that says love. And that's what life is all about right now, loving one another. I'm going to begin with using some Tarte micellar water to kind of refresh my face a little bit. I did wash my face already, but this just feels so good, and it feels especially good to me today because it's so that burn hot. Again, by Tarte, I'm going to use the Best Bud lip balm. Isn't that a cute little container? I like that top. This lip balm is so nourishing to your lips, and it makes your lips feel so silky smooth. Next, I'm going to be using Kypris Antioxidant Dew. This is a very good moisturizer. I even found out this summer it works great on your heels. You know, you couldn't get in to go to the salon. Works great. Next up, by the Crayon Case, I'm going to be using these brushes for the very first time. These bad boys are hard to get, and I wanted to give them a try. I'm going to start out with some concealer by Pretty Vulgar. And this shade is called the Middle Ground. I'm going to use this as my eyeshadow base. To begin, I'm going to use the lightest highlighter in my Cover FX palette to highlight my brow bone. And I'm just doing that with my fingertip to kind of diffuse the shade a little bit. Next, I'm using Juvia's Place Warrior 2, and the shade that I'm using above my crease is a brown color that's similar to my own skin shade, and the color is called Yoded. Next, I'm going to be using the shade Zama, and I'm going to be putting that right below the Yoded. Now I'll use one of the Crayon Case eyeshadow brushes to kind of blend this out. I can't get it together today. Next, I'm going into the shade Yamato, and I'm going to put that on the outer V. And it seems like I can go back and forth between the two brushes that I selected. One was a kind of packing brush, and then this one is the fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to blend out these edges on that color. Next, I'm selecting the deepest black, and it's called Shawata. I'm kind of glad that I did select the deepest one, because once I started blending, I lost at least maybe 50%. And It depends upon the look you're trying to achieve. If you think you need to add more after you blend, go ahead and add a little bit more and then blend again. I'm just going in once. This black is really intense, and so I don't want to use too much and have the look, that you got like a black eye. You really want to try to avoid that at all cost. While I'm blending my eyeshadow, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit. It's been about a month or so since I've done a video. Have a lot on my plate right now and going through a few things, but all is well. And I hope you guys are well too. Hopefully this Saturday, you guys can meet me on my channel for a live stream. I need to redo my last giveaway. I made a mistake and I need to do that over. I don't know if you guys remember when I had the 3 packages and you had to choose, but the grand prize winner, I didn't select that right, so I'm going to do the grand prize over again. The person who did win the last time will keep their grand prize. I'm just going to do it over again so that it can be fair. And I'm also going to do a loyalty giveaway. So there'll be 2 on Saturday. Look out for a reminder. Okay, so now that both eyes have been blended well, I'm going to apply my black eyeliner. This is by e.l.f. And I'm just going to do a small wing liner. Nothing dramatic. Now it's time to apply some eyeliner to my waterline, and I'm using the Black Glimmer Stick by Avon, keeping with the theme of the blackout for the month of June. Now it's time to apply my primer. This is by Touch and Soul, and it's the No Pore Balm. It really helps to conceal pores. If you have them, I don't necessarily have large pores, but I just like how it gives me a smooth surface on which to apply my foundation. As I let that set up, I'm going to apply some Pretty and Petite mascara in the shade Black. I like the coverage of this mascara, however, I find it to be on the thicker side, so I might try some of the Tarte micellar water, put a little bit of that in the bottle if I can use like a dropper or a syringe and loosen it up just slightly. Now I'm going to apply these lashes by Kiss. This style is called Midnight. I've done the right eye already. Now I'm applying the lash to the left eye. This is a demi lash, so you have to set it like in the center as much as you possibly can, I should say. And be careful not to get it on your inner corner, because if you do, if it's close to your tear duct, it will irritate the mess out of you. So I kind of had that problem later on in the day, so I'm just warning you to center it up as best you can. Now it's time to apply my foundation. This is by Estee Lauder. The shade is called Honey Amber. And I'm using a sponge, dampened sponge, to pat this into my skin. I've applied my concealer by Pretty Vulgar, and it's in the shade The Middle Ground. And I'm using another dampened sponge to pat that in. Now I'm going back to the Warrior 2 palette to use the shade Kafuru, and I'm using that as my contour, and I'm using a fluffy brush from the crayon case. Yes, an eyeshadow brush. And my fingers. Now again from the crayon case, I'm using their Chalk Dust setting powder, and this is in the shade Y. They use the letters of the alphabet frequently to name their products. Now I'm just going to dust off all this setting powder, and with this powder I find that I do not have to use a finishing powder. Now from Eyeliner, I'm going to use the shade Toasted as my blush. This is a really pretty rosy pink. Now I'm back in the Cover FX contour palette, and I'm using the same shade that I used on my brow bone. It's called Heavenly, and I'm using that as my highlighter. Up next, I'll be lining my lips with the NYX Lingerie Push-Up Lip Color in the shade After Hours. This is very pretty. You can either use it for a liner or a lipstick. It's designed to be a lipstick. And I'm in love with Crayon Case, so I am using their lip gloss. It's the Hall Pass collection, and the shade is Private Party. Now I've returned to the Warrior 2 palette to grab some of the shade Zama to blow out under my waterline and bring that same color down to enhance the whole look. Lastly, I'm using my Morphe setting spray, and then you can see my final look pictures here. Thank you so much for watching. You guys stay safe. Love you.